Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and I'm back off my vacation, and I've been thinking about Zentangle, well, honestly, not every day while I was on vacation, because I was doing reenactments, and I was spinning and weaving, and teaching people about doing laundry in the 18th century, so I really didn't think much about Zentangle, but when I got home, I read Molly's blog on September 3rd, and it made me think about no mistakes, and so I thought it would be fun to just try something different. So I've gessoed a few tiles, some gray ones, some brown ones, and some white ones, and I've got some dice here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw the dice, and it's going to tell me what old video of mine that I'm going to look up, and then I'm going to see if we can't tangle it in a different way and do just something different with it. So I have, I think, 451 videos, so I have 3 dice. So the object here is to toss the dice, and I get the number 416. So I know I have more than 416. We could try that. So I'm going to go to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to look up, and there's a little kind of a spyglass. It's like the search glass, and I can put in 416 and enter, and let's see what. Oh, it gives me the Opus tile part 2. So that's not going to work. So let's try 164. That's going to give me bunzo. So we're going to do bunzo in one of these. You can look up how I did the original, and I'm not going to look it up, so I don't know. So I'm going to do it on one of these tiles, and I love working on the dark tiles, so I'm going to choose gray just because it's sitting right here in front of me, and I can choose this gray tile. So bunzo, and we're going to start out with it in the black, and maybe we'll move to the white, and no string or border. So for me, bunzo is a little crescent type of a tangle. Starts out with a little crescent. So we're going to come in, and then I'm going to put another line over it and make another little crescent. And I don't remember how I taught my first one way back in 164. But now I do it as a little crescent. So I am going to, and I'm just going to work my way around doing just a little crescent. Ooh, and let me think, the moon was here the last couple of nights, has been just a little crescent moon. So we didn't get to look at anything before we started, so we don't have any ideas of preconceived idea of what we're going to make. But I think it's fun to go back to some original tangles, and sometimes I go on the inside, sometimes on the outside. And then I can even start over here and do a little crescent. And this could twist and turn into just about anything. And if you hadn't seen how I did this, I just used some gesso, black gesso, and painted my tile, and and sometimes when I use a thinner tile, they warp just a little bit, so I had to press this with my iron to press them down flat. So I'm moving into that black area. So, ooh, and the fun thing about doing on gray is we can the white can be on the gray also. I don't know how that's going to turn out. But just lots of little crescents that kind of intermingle in with each other. Wasn't sure I really liked that white on my gray. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to just go right over the top of it so that I just camouflage it. But you can see how you can do a whole tile with just bunzo. So now we've got a few there with bunzo. Now we can throw the dice again and just see what we get to go along with this one. So I'm just going to toss the dice, and I get 2, 4, 3. Let's see what Tangle 243 is. So this is Open Season by Cheryl Lee Haley. Okay, so we're going to do Open Season. And we're just going to come and we're going to do, it kind of has a keyhole shape and it goes in opposite directions. We're going to stop right there. Well, I better scan out a little bit so that we can see. So you can see that I changed color. So now we're going to come back in here and we're going to do 2 little lines. Got to change to my white. So we're just going to embellish this, and I'm going to echo this shape. And then put a little heart in the center of that. I'm going to put some bead line down along there. And we're just going to embellish these just all sorts of different ways. But if we put a little crescent moon, fill that one in with a, and we could stripe this. So you can see how you can just really embellish this one. This is Open Season is just amazingly fun. And then when we come to this other side, we're going to do it with white. And we can give just lots of embellishments. It's fun to look back at some of the tangles that we did in the past and maybe even reuse them. find a new in the old. Kind of think about what I want to do in there. But you can see how you can just really have fun with this. And just rolling the dice and checking out old videos. I'm going to use a little bunzo here. Complete that a little bit more. And I'm going to pick up a 05. I'm going to come back in here. And on my gray, I'm just going to add some bunzo in white. Just that little crescent moon shape, and then fill it in. So you can see how we could come along here. And I'm just going to put little picos right along this edge in white to just kind of help it blend in. So this is kind of a fun way, different, and I'm going to come back with an 01. I was using a PN pen, and I think I'm going to just put just another tangle in the background here, and I'm just going to do floors, but with a dot instead of a square, and because it kind of helps connect it together. And it doesn't have to be, and I'm just going to put some bead line. And you can see how that's connecting those things together in a way. Now we should take our pencil and do a little shading. And blend that just to give it some highlight. We could add some right along here. You never want to forget to shade. If you don't particularly like the tangle you're doing, sometimes adding a little shading will give it depth and give it something different. So you can see that is just kind of a wild little tangle, but it's a way to just be creative and do something a little bit different in your tangling. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to add some more bunzo coming into this area. Just because I looked at it and thought, oh, that needs something more. And remember that jelly roll does not dry as quick as the sakura. So you want to be careful that you don't, touch it before it's completely dry. And we'll give it some little fescue, because I think fescue just adds a lot of beauty to a tangle. Whenever I need to add a little bit more, I will add fescue, and a lot of times I will even come in and add just some of my other little swirls, just to give my tile a little bit more interest. Maybe it's a little busy, maybe not, but it's fun to shake the dice and just give yourself something new to do. and you can look back at some of the old videos. And just remember that you can go in to my YouTube channel, look for the little spyglass, type in a number, and you will find a video. They're all numbered, so you can go from 1 to 451, and this will be 452, I believe. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.